Honda Canada Oil Dilution Class Action Settlement. Huh, hard to believe. Settlement. Yep, you heard it right. And don't get me wrong, I love my Honda CR-V. Before we get started, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out. Today, November 23rd, 2020, I received in the mail a letter from, I guess, a lawyer saying that Honda has settled a class action lawsuit, which I didn't know anything about. I am going to show you the settlement papers and everything else, but let's go back to how this originally started. Back in 2017, in March, I started doing research because I wanted to buy a new car. I ended up going with the Honda over the Toyota RAV4 because the 2017 model was the new model. Thought, oh well, I want all the updated features, all of the safety stuff, everything. That's what I wanted, and I was really excited about it. So I purchased the vehicle in September of 2017. I loved it. My wife loved it a little bit more, and it became her car. So mid-January, I get this letter saying there's an oil dilution problem. I'm like, well, wait a second. I did 6 months of research on this vehicle, and there was nothing out there, nothing negative, nothing at all. I'm like, wait a second, how could this possibly be? So I go into the dealership and the service guy tells me, oh, it's not a big deal. They just made the engine too efficient. I'm like, okay, I'm an idiot, I'll believe you. Too efficient, okay, yeah. So what's happening is fuel is bypassing the cylinders. And I'm like, wait a second, that's not more efficient, that's less efficient. Because of the direct injection, when it's cold, the engine isn't warmed up. So therefore the metal needs to expand, and that'll prevent the majority of slippage, of fuel slippage into the actual crankcase. So at this point in time, I'm a little bit upset because I had planned on keeping this vehicle for 10 years. As soon as I purchased the vehicle, I turned around and bought winter tires on hub-centric aluminum rims, the top quality tires. I went and bought Honda actual floor mats. Don't ever buy them, they're garbage. Not to be negative on Honda, the driver's side one is garbage. All the other mats are good, but the driver's side is where you use the vehicle the most. Needless to say, I did invest a pretty penny into this vehicle, and I was planning on keeping it for 10 years. So they turned around, they said they're going to extend the warranty by 6 years for anything that has to do with the engine oil dilution. Well, the only problem with that is the vehicle right now is approximately 3 years and 3.25 years old. I have 36,000 kilometers on it, or 22,000 miles. The mileage isn't really a big deal for us. It's the time. So the unlimited mileage really doesn't affect us at all. So they warn you that the temperature at the heater grate or vent is going to be a little bit hotter than what you're used to. Good luck with that. Ask anyone who has one of these. That's really not an issue. So off to the dealership I went, booked an appointment. They did this updated servicing. They changed the oil, but not the filter, which I thought was a little weird. But it is what it is, right? So now in the wintertime, after this upgrade, the car is an ice box. My wife isn't very happy with it. To make a long story short, it is cold in the car, but it does have heated seats, and I do oil changes every 3,000 kilometers. A synthetic oil change in Canada is $88.12 at Mr. Lube, so I end up doing it myself now. Now that we have the backstory out of the way, here are the papers that I got sent. And if there's enough people requesting them, I will actually post them online so you can do a full read through. Okay, so apparently it's Honda models, Honda Civics, 2016 to 2018, CRVs, 2017 to 2018. If you're looking for more information on this settlement, there's a copy of this settlement at www.hondaodcsettlements.ca. This is probably my favorite part. Ignoring this legal notice could affect your rights. What are the settlement terms and benefits? Well, warranty extension for oil dilution issues, 6 years unlimited mileage. They offered that a year and a half ago, so there's really no forward momentum on this. Okay, product number 2, product update. Before litigation was started, Honda was already providing a product update which was the air conditioning thing and all that, to the vehicle class vehicles at no cost to the vehicle owners. Honda Canada will continue to provide this product update as part of the product update service. Engine oil will be replaced to remove any excess fuel or moisture that have accumulated in the engine oil. This part I really don't understand, because they did the oil change when they did the module changeover, the air conditioning module changeover, and whatever they did to the computer as a software fix or something. So I'm not sure about this. If they're going to actually go through and change the oil every time you go in and say, hey, my oil level's up, it must be oil dilution or water inside, reimbursement for certain expenses. So basically, if you had to have your car towed because your computer went crazy, the burden of proof that they're asking for is a little bit ridiculous. I decided, because $88.12 was too much to get my oil changed every 3,000 K, I would start doing it myself. I have a couple receipts of oil and filters that I bought, but I mean, I really couldn't care less. It is what it is. What I don't like is I have to do this for the life of the vehicle, which kind of makes me upset. I never had to get any towing, and if I did, CAA would have covered that cost. Also, they capped this expense at $325. Well, as if the lights are going off in your computer and you get a diagnostic charge, Honda itself would be quite expensive because they're like $110 an hour. So the real big issues this class action doesn't do anything with. The fact that there's almost no heat in the wintertime, or most of the time during the year. And by signing or going along with this, you lose your right to do anything else, which really isn't that big of a deal because it's only a car. It's not like a house. What are my options? Well, you really don't have any options, to be honest with you. Do nothing. If you decide to do nothing, you don't have to do anything. You're still in. You don't have to participate in this in any way, shape, or form. But if you want to opt out, then you have to submit stuff. And they're saying that you're not going to get any of the benefit, which there is no benefit. You're still getting the extended warranty update, and you can object to the statement, which really doesn't do anything. I do object myself, only because this statement doesn't do anything, or this settlement doesn't do anything to cover the real issues, which is the actual oil dilution and the fact the car doesn't have any heat in the wintertime. I hope you got some good information out of this video. I will keep you guys posted on any more information that I get from the settlement. I am going to submit a small claim for the oil. There's really not much else they're offering, so there's nothing that you can actually do to fix any of the real issues that are happening with this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out. All you have to do is click on the icon of my face and I'll do the rest. Thanks and have a good night.